Greetings and welcome back to another video. Today I am here to talk about day 5 of my walking journey. So, day 5? Yeah, day 5. So, yesterday was day 6, day before yesterday was day 5, and day 5 also, something nice happened on day 5. So, what actually happened is I got ready. And then I decided, either way I have to walk 10,000 steps every day. Now, what if I walk to the office and come back from office by walk? And I thought 10,000 steps will be covered there. It was dreadful to even think about this few days ago. But now I was able to actually walk to the office. That is three and odd kilometers. Uh, I did it. I finally walked to the office. You are looking at a woman who walked three and a half kilometers to the office. I'm proud to finish. Did all my work. I planned to walk back home also, but it was raining, first point, and I was in office till 12 a.m. that day. Because I couldn't complete the second half of the walking part, I finished only like 6,000 steps that day. So, day 6 is the new lowest because I've never gone below 8,000. But I would like to cut myself some slack because it was a very hectic day and I just came back to the office. I returned to the office. All the works that were piling up, I had to take care of them. So it's okay. If 6,000 is still better than 0 or 1,000 steps, which I usually have in my day, I'll take it as a win. I'll go soft on myself because I was also taking so much of mental load regarding other things. Coming to day 6 was my rest day. My body was just not functioning anymore because not because of the physical load. Physically, walking 10,000 steps felt doable for me yesterday also. So this is day 7 in that case. Okay, doable for me, but I just felt like I need to take some break to breathe because there are so many things on the plate that I have to get to, and I'm not able to go and fulfill each of them properly. Everything I'm doing half. But then again, I remembered this topic that we spoke about. You don't have to do them perfectly. You just have to do them, finish them. For that, you need to start them. As many things as I can, I'm starting them. I'm keeping the track of the progress. Then I'm stepping to another thing which I need to start. So I'm just taking all of the tracks parallelly, and walking was just too much on my plate yesterday, so I skipped it. Today, I want to address something called uncertainty and how does one navigate through that uncertain phase of their life. Because, see, life is not certain. I know that it's not guaranteed and it's not, change is the only constant. We've been told this, we've been learning this. I get it. But at what rate? Like, let me tell you this. At what rate change is good and at what rate change will start becoming bad for you? That is one part, one important question that is in my head. And number two is this uncertainty. The problem with uncertainty is you're, at least for some people, I might not speak for everyone, but for some people, the brain stops functioning logically because every time you try to do certain thing logically, you will feel like, why do this now? Because anyway the situation is going to change. So let's get to a safe point where a situation is guaranteed, and then I will apply that logic. I don't know how much sense I'm making here, but doing things or planning for your life, big events in your life, or planning for you know moving the house, shifting a city, applying for a new job. This uncertainty is so burdening on the mind and heart that you second guess your choices 100 times. You second guess your decisions. Like, so 6 months from now, imagine, let's say, If you're certain that 6 months from now you will be doing, not long, just 6 months, you will be in this particular city doing this particular thing, job, business, content creation, etc., whichever sails your boat. If you have that clarity or certainty, it's easy to take the decisions. It's easy to move into a house. It's easy to write a lease document. It's easy to sign a document of lease for an apartment. It's easy to buy a vehicle so that it facilitates you. But when you're not sure about the next, at least the coming 6 months, every small decision feels very confusing, at least for people like me. So how does one navigate through this confusion? Since childhood, what you have to do, where you have to sleep, when you have to eat is designed. Like, you don't have to worry about whether tomorrow I will be in the same school or not. Tomorrow, should I have the same set of friends or not? It's predefined for you. Imagine you're in sixth standard. You're not worried about what will happen next year. You know seventh standard will come, right? So 10, 12 years of your life, you're certain. And even after that, plus one, plus two, you're kind of certain that some college you will join. Some college 4 years I have to kaise bhi karke nikalna, kind of a confidence you have. But this kind of confusion is for people who doesn't have a clarity of what they want in life. I'm telling you, that is the most ridiculously irritating thing in the head, because if you're not confident or if you're not clear on what you want, you feel like you want everything. At the same time, you feel like you're not interested in anything. Like everything feels like a euphoria to you. I am trying to find out an answer for this. I'll find out. And if I find out, I'll come back here. If any of you know how you have I've seen some of my friends, they easily go through those phases. I'm not telling they're not facing difficulties, but maybe they chose that difficulty to not define their action. Probably, I don't know. They navigate this uncertainties like a piece of cake. Like, yeah, what happens tomorrow if this doesn't happen? It's okay, my decision will change. I don't know the confidence they get from. Maybe it's the kind of environment they grew up in, or I don't know what shaped them that way, but it's very, very reassuring to see them going through life so effortlessly. And I always draw inspiration from those guys. I feel like, yes, I have to be like you. I have to start taking things lightly, because I have taken things seriously for so long. For so long, so much of stress I have carried in my head, and that has led to so many health issues also. So I would like to not take myself seriously for a while, just to breathe. And uncertainty is like not a speed breaker, that's a boulder in the way. So now you cannot fight with the boulder, you have to build your life around that boulder. So I'm still learning, figuring it out. Maybe that should be the channel's name, figuring it out. We'll see. That's for today's talk. This is a piece of my mind that's been bothering me inside my head. And if you have stayed till the end, thank you, and your time matters a lot to me. Bye bye.